how are your plants doing with the summer heat?
Well, today's rainy forecast might provide a little relief, but if your garden or flower beds are in need of some serious TLC, we've got you covered. Local gardening expert Angela Chandler is joining us now to share some plant care tips. Angela, it's great to see you there, joining us from home. We miss having you in studio. And as long as we're chatting about water and the rain this week, let's start off about watering intervals. Some people, see their plants really wilting during the summer heat in Houston.
Yes.
But your first tip is actually that some wilting is actually totally okay and normal.
It's true. Plants will tell you a lot if you kind of learn to read them. And one of the things that they do is in the very heat of the day, they appear wilted. And they appear wilted because they're closing themselves off, basically curling up to sort of reduce their exposure to the direct sunlight. And it's just a way that they protect themselves from the excess heat during the middle of the day. As long as they recover in the evening or overnight, they're generally okay. So if you know you've watered and the soil is moist and you still see your plants wilting during the day, that doesn't mean that you need to add extra water. In fact, sometimes you can cause more problems if you do.
And that goes right into the next point about learning how to water properly. And I've been victim of overwatering plants and flowers. So break it down for us.
The main thing is that, we drink little bits of water all day long to stay hydrated, but plants don't work that way. What we really need to remember is that if we water infrequently but much deeper, the roots will end up growing down deeper into the soil where the soil stays moist longer and it stays cooler all the time. And so they become more drought resistant. They don't dry out so quickly when we do have these short periods of drought or these very hot periods where the surface of the soil does dry out. So it's that idea that you're going to water less frequently, but give it a deep, slow soaking. Get those roots down into that deeper level of the soil. And then as far as the timing of watering is concerned, it's also best to water earliest in the morning if you can. There's less evaporation. The plants have a chance to fully hydrate before the heat of the day hits them, and they generally do better. And then if you don't have time in the morning, the next best time is late in the evening after the temperatures have cooled back down again.
And just like humans, Angela, might want to escape some of that, harsh summer sun, you say provide your plants a bit of shade here and there because they can also get sunburned just like people.
They sure can. And there's something that happens on the Gulf Coast, all across the Gulf Coast, which is called poaching. Poaching in the kitchen is a combination of heat and moisture. And the same thing happens to our plants. They can, if they're fully watered and everything's okay, but they have that excess heat in the day, they can actually have some tissue damage from that poaching. So if you can't move a plant into a patio or a protected location, if it's installed in the ground or in a heavy container, and you see it suffering a little bit, it'll have a sunburned appearance just like our skin does. Provide a little bit of shade, a patio umbrella, the inexpensive dollar store patio umbrellas will do, even just an old sheet suspended on a couple of bamboo stakes, just during the heat of July and August, and then after that, they should be on their own for the rest of the year.
And great advice, too. And we were looking at that sunburned succulent picture that popped up there on the screen. Also, I'm normally just sticking to water when I'm watering my plants, and my plants are few and far between than what you have, Derek. But is there anything else that we should be using?
Yes, again, when we get super stressed from the heat, we turn to electrolytes. These are minerals that our bodies use up very quickly when we're under stress, and heat is definitely a stress factor. And our plants need those same sets of minerals, things like magnesium, a little bit of sulfur. So we can foliar feed them on a pretty regular basis with a good foliar feed. One of my favorites is this one right here, which is a Houston-made product called Ocean Harvest. Which is basically just a general good liquid fertilizer. Most of these are seaweed-based, and sea minerals, the sea is full of minerals, and the seaweed absorbs those minerals, and then when the product is made, we can apply that to the plant. So it's just a matter of mixing it up in a sprayer, spraying the foliage, making sure we get the underside of the foliage, and then occasionally drenching the root zone with those same mineral-rich sea-based or seaweed extracts for our plants. You can do it even once or twice a month for the rest of the whole garden, even your lawn, and then drenching the roots of the plants about once a month. And in the veggie garden, I may do this as much as once a week, because we really ask a lot of our vegetable plants to produce during the heat of the summer.
And Angela, very quickly before we take a quick commercial break, is that MicroLife product, is that organic? We don't have to worry about any chemicals, right?
Completely organic and also non-burning. And that's another thing we worry about using garden chemicals during the summertime is the chance of having any foliage burn. And this is completely non-burning. It can be used pretty much any time during the day. And you can give your entire garden some relief by putting it in a hose-in sprayer and just getting everything, shrubs, roses, the lawn, pretty much everything can benefit from its use.
Okay, well, I know we're going to continue all this great information and tips. Angela is going to stick around to talk about plants that thrive in the summer heat, so don't go anywhere. We're going to tackle that when we come back.
And we are back with gardening expert Angela Chandler. Angela, thanks again for joining us today. And one thing that I absolutely love about living in Houston and this climate is when it comes to a specific growing season, we have a very generous calendar, right? I mean, you can really plant something year-round, including right about now.
We really can. In fact, right now, there's still vegetables that we can plant. We can still put in okra. We can still plant peppers. Very soon, we're coming on the fall tomato season. Everybody gets, really excited about fall tomatoes here. Watermelons can still be planted. So we get excited about things like that we can continue our vegetable gardens virtually all year long, and our herb gardens as well. And then summer color, it's something that, even though we're mostly inside, when we do have to come back and forth, we like to have that little bit of curb appeal, something bright, beautiful, tropical colors for us to look at in our gardens. And we can still put in summer color now as well.
I mean, the only thing I know that's good in this climate right now is a VINCA. The VINCA plants and flowers. Those are so hardy and love the sun and the dry heat. What else can we plant?
Well, Angelonia, which is very pretty. It almost looks like a tiny snapdragon, and they come in beautiful colors, white and pink and blue. It's a short plant, but it gives a little bit of a spire, and it's quite pretty. There's a plant called Bidens, which is becoming more and more popular here because it's very popular with pollinators. So we like to plant that one. Has tiny little pink flowers or tiny little yellow flowers. Makes a very good bedding plant, will spread very far. Some things that are Texas natives, coneflowers, rudbeckias, some of the salvias, they thrive in our summer heat, and they will provide color all through summer, all the way to the first freeze. Some of them will perennialize here, so all we need to do in the fall is cut them back, and they'll be back again next year. The zinnias, they're really beautiful, and there are a lot of different kinds of zinnias that we can plant. This one is called a profusion zinnia. Has really happy little bright orange, very tropical looking flowers. And these are pollinator plants. And so we do still have all of our bees and butterflies coming around. We have the native hummingbirds that stay with us. So it's good to provide some, plants for them during the summertime. And again, these will go all the way through fall. These are the little summer roses, which are related to purslane. This is actually a succulent, and it comes in a variety of colors. Very, very tough. Will take all of our heat. It looks lush. It never starts to look thin. Really attractive for us. And then it's not always about blooms. Sometimes our most consistent color is going to come from foliage, things like this Coleus, and we have the benefit of having Coleus varieties that are for sun, and also Coleus varieties that are for shade. So whichever kind of sun exposure your garden has, you can find one of those that will fit into that. So Crotons, Coleus, Impatiens, all of these will do well for us to get us a little bit of summer color.
And Angela, we're tight on time. We do want to hear the details on this upcoming Urban Harvest virtual class you have going on. That sounds cool.
I do. It's basically on indoor composting, and most people never think about composting as being indoors, but this class has to do with bokashi, which is basically a fermentation process for kitchen waste, which is wonderful and doesn't have some of the problems that other compost processes do, and vermicomposting, which is composting using compost worms, basically to digest our food and then turn it into worm manure that we can use in our gardens. And there are a lot of studies that show that worm castings as manure are very, very good for our plants. We can even mix it into our potting soils for container plants.
Well, Angela Chandler, we always love hearing your expertise. Thank you so much for your time today, and thanks for helping our gardens grow.
Thank you. Stay well. It was nice to be with you.
Good to see you, Angela.